Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today is the May 21st, 2026 Town Board meeting. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So before we begin, we have two presentations tonight for two East Fishkill residents that have received Congressman Lawler's 2026 Women of Distinction Awards. So would the town board join me by the podium? Ms. Garone? So as I said, Congressman Lawler, one of his representatives, Jake, is here this evening. Thanks for coming. Every year he does the Women of Distinction Awards, and this year two East Fishkill residents have won them. So East Fishkill, we have presented Ms. Garone with a proclamation, which I will read. Whereas Louise Garone has dedicated her life to serving others through her deep faith, her commitment to the church, and her devotion to families in the East Fishkill community, all while being a devoted, loving wife and raising two children. And Louise has volunteered tirelessly for decades, offering compassion, guidance, and support in countless parish families, parish families. And whereas she has served as a CCD teacher for 29 years, shaping the spiritual foundation of generations of children with patience, kindness, and unwavering dedication, Louise has further strengthened parish life through her service as chaplain of the Altar Rosary Society, providing leadership, prayerful support, and a steadfast presence with the ministry. She has faithfully served St. Columba Church as funeral usher, offering comfort to grieving families and ensuring that every service is carried out with dignity and compassion. Whereas in taking on an important role of the Day of Reconciliation coordinator, Louise helps parishioners prepare for the sacred sacrament with understanding and grace. Now, therefore, the town of East Fishkill proudly recognizes Louise Garone for her extraordinary volunteerism, her lifelong commitment to her faith community, and her profound impact on the families of East Fishkill. We are honored to recognize her as a recipient of the Women of Distinction 2026 Chainmaker Honor Award. Congratulations, ladies.
You got one more. You got one more. There you go. Good evening, ma'am. So, on behalf of Congressman Mike Lawler, I'm going to now read you the proclamation from the U.S. House of Representatives. Whereas Louise Garone of Hopewell Junction has devoted her life to service through her faith community, demonstrating unwavering commitment to supporting families and strengthening her local parish. And whereas for 29 years, Louise Garone has served as a CCD teacher, guiding and educating generations of young people in faith and values. And whereas Louise Garone has further contributed to her church community through her service as chaplain of the Altar Rosary Society, church and funeral usher at St. Columba, and coordinator of the Day of Reconciliation. And whereas, alongside her extensive volunteer service, Louise Garone has balanced her devotion to her family as a loving wife and mother, exemplifying faith and service in all aspects of her life.
Louise, would you like to say a few words?
I'm not a public speaker, but I would like to say thank you. I'm sure there are many other people in the community who deserve this award more than me, and I appreciate receiving it, and thank you very much.
Our second award winner, Nicole Harris. Any of them want to come up too? guys. Whereas Nicole Harris was born and raised in Dutchess County, a certified clinician of whole food nutrition therapy practitioner, and the owner and operator of Tiny Greens Farm in East Fishkill. Originally working in the fashion and entertainment industry in New York City, Nicole's life took a dramatic turn as she battled chronic Lyme disease for more than 20 years. Her symptoms began with a misdiagnosis in childhood that left her bedridden and struggling with compromised skin, joints, immune function, and debilitating fatigue. Despite these challenges, she pushed forward, playing NCAA Division I soccer and building a career in New York City's fast-paced creative world. Nicole began seeking ways to heal her own ailments, exploring holistic approaches that ultimately empowered her to transform her personal health challenges into a mission-driven company of her own. Tiny Greens Farm, which is a micro farm producing sustainable and soil-grown microgreens, edible flowers, and artisanal mixes in East Fishkill. The company provides high quality and hyper-local products to our neighborhoods and surrounding community. And whereas today, Tiny Greens can be found in our local farm stores and are used at local cafes, restaurants, and caterers. Whereas Nicole has been recognized widely for her leadership, innovation, and impact. Her work has been featured in numerous publications, including Dutchess Magazine, Think Dutchess News, and Hudson Valley Magazine. She has earned several prestigious awards, among them the Hudson Valley Best 2022 winner, the 2023 Hudson Valley Women in Business Award, and the 2024 Best in Hudson Valley Best Farmer Award. Today, she adds another remarkable achievement to the list of recipients of Women of Distinction 2026. Whereas Town of East Fishkill recognizes the commitment, passion, and determination that Nicole Harris has demonstrated, transforming her own health challenges into a successful and inspiring business. Her perseverance and dedication serve as a model for our community. Now, the Town of East Fishkill proudly recognizes the outstanding accomplishments that Nicole Harris has achieved for herself, her family, and our community. Her leadership, resilience, and dedication have made a meaningful impact on the Town of East Fishkill, and we're honored to recognize you as a recipient of the Women of Distinction Award. Congratulations.
Oh, okay, that's good. One more. Now it's my turn. So, Nicole Conti Harris. Whereas Nicole Harris of the Town of East Fishkill has demonstrated innovation and dedication through the founding of Tiny Greens Farm, bringing together nutrition and sustainable agriculture to promote healthier communities. And whereas, as a certified clinician in whole food nutrition and nutritional therapy practitioner, Nicole Harris has applied her knowledge to advance holistic health and wellness. And whereas, through the use of indoor vertical farming, Nicole Harris cultivates highly nutrient-dense microgreens, employing environmentally responsible practices such as sourcing organic and non-GMO seeds, utilizing compostable and recycled materials. And whereas Nicole Harris's commitment to sustainability, innovation, and community well-being reflects her vision for a healthier and more resilient future. Congratulations. Say anything?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the nomination. I'm really honored. And I just want to thank my family for all my support. And as it said, I learned at an early age that food grown closest to you nourishes you best. So it's an honor to grow local food for the community. And thank you so much.
Okay. It's always good to start the meeting with that. A few announcements before we begin. Good evening. Hope everyone's well. Feeling good? Doing well? I started my month, as usual, with the Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association monthly meeting. It was up in Millbrook this month. Long ride, but very good discussions. We had a few guest speakers. Emily Dozier from Dutchess County Transportation Council came, give us an overview of what that organization's about, how they assist each of us municipalities, and what's happening throughout the county. Some of the newer elected officials who are not familiar with Dutchess County Transportation Council, they gain valuable information with that because the Transportation Council does projects in every single municipality. The other speaker was myself. I'm the chair of the Local Governments Committee for the EDAC, the Economic Development Advisory Committee for the county. And usually once or twice a year, I do a catch-up for the members of the Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association, and give them an overview of what's going on economically throughout the county, and field their questions and see where we can help each municipality. Dutchess County Supervisors and Mayors Association, I've said this numerous times, it's a great organization, and 90% of all the towns, villages, and cities attend every month. And it's just there to help one another with all the different issues that go on throughout the county. So thank you to them. They're a great organization. I attended the Dutchess County Annual Prayer Breakfast. It was held up in Poughkeepsie at the Poughkeepsie Grand. Had over 400 attendees, which was pretty amazing since you got to be there no later than 7:30 a.m. But they had wonderful guest speakers. I believe this is their 13th or 14th annual. Wonderful turnout, wonderful speakers, and a lot of work to set up. So thank you to whoever sets that up. A lot of great speakers and a great event as usual. I've been meeting with the John Jay High School PTSA. They're looking to do a beautification project here in town. They have two different locations that they're looking at. They're looking at the roundabout on Route 52 or at the school drop-off on Patriot Way. And great idea. We're looking to beautify that roundabout, see the different ideas we can do. The project at the roundabout's a little bit more difficult for them to complete as it is a state highway and they need to get work permits from New York State Department of Transportation. So it's involved, but it's doable. The other project that they're looking at, the other site, is at the school drop-off, which is right off of Patriot Way, and that's on town property, so it would be a lot easier for them. But thank you to Paul Albanese and Rosa Puglia from the PTSA, and as soon as they pick a project, I'll let everybody know. I attended a ribbon cutting at the Hopewell Depot for their new caboose and their new water drinking fountain. Also, they dedicated the park, a new name for the park, the Rich Taylor Depot Park. So thank you, Dutchess County, for their assistance with that and also with the water drinking fountain. And actually, this is the first stop on the rail trail from the Empire Trail to Poughkeepsie that actually has a water fountain. So wonderful to have that here. Dave Furman, he is the president of the Hopewell Depot Museum. They did a great job with this ribbon cutting and all their volunteers. They have a tremendous amount of truly caring volunteers in this organization. And Rich Taylor, who they named the park after, he was the originator of the Hopewell Depot. He saw it all about 15 years ago, and he was the one who really transformed it and got the volunteers there to turn that depot around, and you see what it is today. It's really a gem for our community. So thank you to the Hopewell Depot people. After that, the Hudson Valley Greenway was in attendance as they had a grant for that. I met with them afterwards to have a discussion about what we are doing in town with our Hopewell Junction Loop and some of the trails. Hudson Valley Greenway, great organization. We've had several grants from them, it's very successful, and hopefully we can apply for a few more to have a few more connection points off of the rail trail that would help out the hamlet. Important for local businesses as well, for these people who are traversing through the rail trails to stop and shop and dine in our community. So thank you to Hudson Valley Greenway. I held my annual Supervisor's Spring Fling, it's called, at the community center. Every year we have a party with the seniors at the community center where we have a little entertainment for them and provide them lunch. Great time. The seniors are a great group. We have one of the best senior centers in Dutchess County. Thank you to Sue Gartner and her staff there. They do a wonderful job. Christine Selbach and Bill Green as well. Thank you for all their assistance. But really, our seniors center is top-notch. We have one of the largest in Dutchess County, the largest attended, so our employees do a tremendous job with them, so thank you for all they do. I attended the annual East Fishkill Fire District Inspection Dinner. It was held at Curry Estate at Lake Chambord. A great event as usual. I think this was my 15th inspection dinner that I've attended. Our fire district, they are 100% volunteer department, if you don't know that, the largest in Dutchess County. And I'd like to thank them, East Fishkill Fire District, and all the participating companies, all the different fire companies in East Fishkill for their continued commitment to public safety. Public safety remains one of our highest priorities, and we value the strong relationship that we have with the East Fishkill Fire District. They always have numerous awards at this event, and rightly so. Their volunteers dedicate tremendous amount of time to our residents here. And they also highlighted several life members, those who have 50 years of service or more. This year, John Paraskiva, 50 years of service. Willie Jackson, 50 years of service. Linda Gallo, 50 years of service. And Mike Gallo, 55 years of service. And Dave Palin, 55 years of service. I mean, that's tremendous amount of day in and day out to help our community. Thank you to each and every one of them. And they really are heroes. They're heroes in our community. And we have a few hundred members of our East Fishkill Fire District, and even more if you add in the auxiliary and the fire police. And they give their time up with their families on holidays, birthdays, to go help complete strangers at what's probably the worst day of their lives, and we're thankful to them. In East Fishkill, their hard work, it doesn't go unnoticed. As town supervisor, I have the privilege of seeing firsthand how often the district steps up. Emergencies, community events, mutual aid calls to different towns, school visits, fundraisers. I mean, the list goes on and on. These people, they are woven into our community, and I couldn't be prouder. And I always say, if you want to give back to our community, please look to join the fire district. There are so many jobs that you can, in all different capabilities, that you can help provide your talents to our fire district. You won't be disappointed. They will turn out to be a second family for you. So thank you to the fire district, our fire chief, all the chiefs, all the volunteers. I can't say enough of what you do for our community. I attended another meeting of the Dutchess County Transportation Council meeting. This committee serves all the municipalities in Dutchess County on all different transportation issues. I sit on this committee as well, East Fishkill being one of the largest towns in Dutchess County. We're a sitting member. We work with Ulster and Orange counties for the regional planning as well as local and county transportation issues. The tough committee, it's a little boring sometimes, but they do a lot. It's a lot gets done at the Transportation Council. They help for funding for different projects as well. I always mention we finished our Carroll Drive Bridge, which we had a gap in funding. They were able to find extra funding to get that job completed. So they're another great organization. Thank you to the Transportation Council. Last week we held our Economic Development Committee here, committee meeting here at Town Hall. We try to hold these a few times a year where we can have our local businesses come in, hear what's happening in town, and they get to share their feedback with us. Many business owners in East Fishkill, they don't actually live here. They own their businesses, they invest in our community, but they don't get a chance to come to our regular town board meetings or see the meetings on Channel 22. So these meetings are an opportunity for us to communicate directly and hear their concerns and ideas. Overall, a very productive meeting. However, before we could begin the scheduled discussion, we had a large number of residents who attended specifically to discuss the rumored data center project that has been circulating online. And I just want to be very clear here. There's no application for a data center in East Fishkill. And unfortunately, much of the concern appears to have been fueled by inaccurate and incomplete information on social media. Which was amplified by an article that was published without any comment from any town officials beforehand. And as I have publicly stated many times before, the town of East Fishkill, we are committed to transparency. And when any legitimate project comes forward, they will go through the proper channels and proper review that every single project goes through. They go through a very rigorous New York State law, and that's what every project will go through. So what's frustrating is to see the fear and the misinformation spread online. Social media could be very beneficial in communicating, but it should be treated as not as an official way of getting your information. So please verify your facts, just like they say everywhere. Trust but verify, do so. Don't believe everything you read. So our goal is always to provide you as much factual information as possible, maintain the transparency, like I said, and we make the decisions that are best for the East Fishkill community, for everybody, all property owners. I issued several press releases on this topic and I just want to make several important facts very clear to the public. Number one, there is no available power infrastructure capable of supporting a large-scale data center here in East Fishkill. Okay? Second, industrial property in East Fishkill does not currently permit data centers, okay, as an approved town zoning regulations. It is not in our zoning code to allow data centers on industrial property in the town of East Fishkill. If you look up our chart of acceptable uses in industrial zones, it's not there. It's not permitted. Okay? In addition, the town board tonight is in the process of scheduling a public hearing in June. That's when the public could come and speak, yes or for or against the town board to expand or extend a moratorium on industrial uses of the town. So tonight we will set the public hearing. We have a resolution to set the public hearing. By law, we have to do that 30 days before. And then 30 days will be our next town board meeting, and that's when the public can come speak for or against us extending a moratorium on industrial properties of the town. So again, this is exactly why it's important for residents to rely on official town information rather than rumors, speculation that are shared online. Please, we say this continually. Call us, verify your information, okay? We work for you. This board is here to answer all your questions. I say it all the time. We work for you, okay? So if you need information, please call. And that's the end of my comments. Mr. Clerk?
Councilperson Franco?
Present.
Councilperson Marinaro?
Present.
Councilperson Flores?
Present.
Supervisor D'Alessandro?
Present, thank you. Okay, there's no public hearings tonight. Everybody received the April 23rd, 2026 Town Board minutes. Were there any changes, alterations, Clerk? No? Do I have a motion to accept April 23rd, 2026 Town Board minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved. Thank you. There is one addition to the agenda, which I will do last. I hope I have it here. And it is to authorize a public bid for the replacement of fuel tanks. I'll do that last. Courtesy of the floor. This is the time of the meeting. Anybody in the audience wish to speak on any items on the agenda or any general town issues? Please come up, use the podium, state your name.
Good evening.
Evening. evening.
My name is Fran Caracappa. I live in
How are you?
District 21. I want to thank the town supervisor for setting public hearing. We are concerned. We don't believe it's propaganda for the mere fact that we understand that nothing's gone before the planning board. We understand that. We're all in agreement. The issue is that NISO has listed this in their queue, and it continues to list these two projects as they're scoping them to see if it's sustainable. Right now, it's the 1 gig, plus it's another site also too, which is in iPark, which is another 150 megawatts. So these are in ISO's documents and under review at this point in time. I understand it. I want to thank the supervisor for having us speak at a public hearing. I'm not going to make any additional comments. I will wait until next month. But I do want to thank you for opening it up. We are expecting a moratorium at least of 3 years, but I will make my further comments next month. But thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Pin.
Anybody else wish to speak on any agenda items? Any general town issues? Please use the podium, state your name.
Good evening, my name's Kurt Stubing. I heard you say that the current rules doesn't allow for the data centers.
That's right.
Is it explicitly state that they cannot be here? In other words, I know it's not included, but does it explicitly state data centers in that ruling?
No, it does not.
Is that something that you would consider doing?
Of course, we would consider many options.
Okay, all right. Because I've read many contracts, and unless you're explicit about saying it is or is not.
Right, I think at that point, if we would consider something along the lines of not allowing data centers, I think that we have to have a little bit more education on that, because
Right.
as we know, there's data centers all around us, very small size. We have data centers here in Town Hall. Okay, data centers are needed for businesses to operate. So I don't think we should be foolish, anybody should be foolish and just blindfold themselves and say no data centers are allowed.
No, but
I think we should be educated and say,
Right.
what are the parameters that we
You
should,
could put parameters on it to
Exactly.
talk about these big data centers.
100%,
and
yes.
what they do and don't do. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Evening.
How you doing? Thank you, Supervisor.
Could you state your name?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Mike Shade. I live in Fishkill, not East Fishkill, but right down the road. I did want to comment on the mega data center that, as Fran noted, is being considered.
It's not being considered. There's no
being-
application.
It's being considered by the state. It's being considered by Central Hudson. So a couple things that I wanted to share. My family and I moved to this area of the state because we love the small
Sir,
town.
this is not the appropriate time for this. This is your time to
Is this a
speak
public
with me.
meeting?
No, this is not a
It's not a
public
public
hearing.
meeting.
It's not a public hearing. It's a public meeting. There's a difference between a public meeting.
Can I
and a
make my statement, please?
Can I explain?
I understand.
This is not the appropriate time for those comments. Those comments are appropriate next month at the public hearing for the moratorium.
I understand that. Yes. What I wanted to do was to thank you for holding the meeting next month. That's all I wanted to say.
I appreciate that.
I don't appreciate you silencing conversation,
Well, I don't
have
want
to say.
the meeting to get hijacked by that. You can
Yeah.
understand I have
Yes.
town business to conduct.
I understand that, but I did want to say that I wanted to thank you for holding the meeting next month. I wanted to thank you for considering a possible moratorium on massive data centers. I know that there are different types of data centers that are out there, and I think that the type that is being considered that has been discussed in the media is of great concern to me as an area resident, and I wanted to thank you for organizing the public hearing that is to take place next month.
Next, thank you, and you could also visit us next month if you'd like to make your comments at our public hearing as well.
Okay, I will be back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greetings, friends. My name is Tom Domino. I'm a resident of Beacon, a renter, a Central Hudson ratepayer, and I'm an engineer at an AI startup called Subquadratic. I intended to read a 5-minute statement, but given that the last man was rudely issued away from the podium, I'm simply going to submit a document that I thoroughly researched with 41 citations. I'll be handing it over to town clerk so it can go into public record, and I will be returning next month, and I can assure you that I do my research, and there are a number of facts that will be highlighted next month when we return. So thank you.
Look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Who should I submit my...
Town clerk right here.
Mr. Supervisor, I think it might be good to clarify, the reason you're asking to hold the comments until next month is that then they become part of the official record of the public hearing in support or against of a moratorium. Whereas tonight, when people speak from the podium at courtesy to the floor, that ends up being just a little summary of John Smith spoke and what the subject was. But the full context of any statements at a public hearing are transcribed and made part of the record. And also, the public can submit written comments to be filed by the town clerk at the public hearing. So if anyone's unable to be here for that, I just wanted to clarify.
Thank you for the clarification. Anybody else wish to speak on any general town issues or any agenda items? No, okay. No receipt and file, resolutions. First resolution, Councilwoman Flores?
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the transfer of a police service weapon to Detective Kyle Dowdy, who retired April 27, 2026, after 20-plus years of service to the town of East Fishkill.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion, Chief?
Will be missed, and I know he thanks you very much for the gift of the firearm, so thank you very much.
As tradition, yeah. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Resolution 2, Councilman Marinaro?
Mr. Supervisor, I move that we approve the hiring of Clarissa J. Mills Robertson as part-time police dispatchers to fill a vacancy.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? This is a part-timer, Chief? And
Yes, correct.
Is this an addition?
No, well, not really. She'll be filling in some vacant hours that we have open, so to relieve of any overtime. So this is a positive move for the police department.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Any questions for the Chief? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 3, Councilman Franco?
Mr. Supervisor, I move we accept the resignation of Miranda Marino as a full-time typist and rehire her as a part-time typist.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 4, Councilperson Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the hiring of interns for various departments to assist with clerical functions for the 2026 summer season.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? So it's that time of year again. Thank you to all who have come forward for our intern program. Over the years, it's gotten larger and larger and very successful. So all the department heads do appreciate the extra help. So, and also those parents at home, if you have children wanting to be interns, please look. We do some also in the winter for winter break as well. So if you want your kid to get some, make a couple dollars here and there, please let us know. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 5, Councilman Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we acknowledge the hiring of Brenda Enkel, Mark Daly, and rehire of Allison Gaston by the Highway Superintendent.
Thank you, Councilman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? This, everybody spoke to the highway superintendent. Every year we get our seasonal laborers. I wish we had more. And those for you at home as well, please, you want your kids to have a summer job, please come in. Please call the highway department. It's beautiful to work outdoors in the highway department. They earn some money and they stay busy. Please, we need more seasonal laborers. So please call the highway department if you want some of your high school or college kids to work. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Number 6, Councilperson Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, did you see this? I move that we approve.
6 is the house. 6 is...
You're going to table.
Dangerous building.
Oh, the dangerous building, yeah. So we will adjourn this. Do I have a motion to adjourn this for the June 25th, 2026 at 6 p.m.?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. So just a little background for the board. The owners of that building did come into the planning department and submit their application for review for their plans, all right? Okay, number 7, Councilwoman Flores.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town board to conduct a public hearing on June 25th, 2026, during their regular monthly meeting to consider extending the moratorium on certain development within industrial districts in the town for an additional 7-month period.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? As we discussed this earlier, and in my comments, we will have the public hearing for any concerned citizens. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 8, Councilperson Marinaro.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize the town clerk to advertise for the pickleball courts repair bid.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion? It's about time, right? I mean, pickleball is busy.
Yeah, we were losing actually a couple
Yeah.
of citizens going over to Rogers and other towns, so it's been in some dire need of some repair.
High demand, too.
Yes, it
High
is.
demand. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number 9, Councilperson Franco.
Mr. Supervisor, I move we authorize awarding an exclusive food truck proposal for the Hopewell Recreation Park to Hooked Events for the sum of $2,500.
Excellent. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? The food trucks have worked out well for us in the parks, that's for sure. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. We do have one from the floor, which I'll read now. Whereas previously, the town authorized the inventory and assessment of 16 fuel tanks located at the highway garage in town center. The assessment recommends a repair upgrade of several tanks, as well as a replacement of 4 tanks at the highway garage. The preliminary cost suggests the scope of work will require a public bid to be prepared and provided in order to adhere to New York State Office of State Controller procurement guidelines. The town board authorizes engineer to prepare a public bid package for the tank replacements and other tank upgrades, including an optional annual inspection and permitting invoice. Do I have a motion to go out for the public bid?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? So as we know, we have to yearly make sure all of our bulk storage tanks, everything's in compliance with DEC, and we are in the need of replacement of those tanks, so this bid will see what the cost will be to the community.
Yep.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Budget transfers, everybody received the budget transfers, everybody had a chance to discuss with the comptroller.
I'm sorry.
Any questions for the comptroller? Basically moving some monies from snow removal for the highway department. It was a tough winter.
Yes, it was.
Hopefully this winter won't be as bad. Okay, do I have a motion to accept the budget transfer?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thank you. All right, comments, chief, how are you?
I'm good. How's everyone else?
How's it going?
Good. Very good, actually. So I normally like to give everybody in the town the feel of this is a quiet town, historic town, maybe a little sleepy town of East Fishkill, but I just want to take a minute because we normally don't post our arrests or charges or anything like that, but I want to take a minute to say how proud I am of the officers that we have here in this town. There have been some unfortunate in the past couple of years, gangs from Connecticut come over here, steal cars, go back to Connecticut, and that's why I advise usually right around springtime for everyone to lock their doors, leave their keys in the car, which people tend to do. But we already had that happen once, and they were already caught and charged. And we had a couple larcenies here at the local CVS right in town. That gang was already caught and charged. And then we had a couple burglaries happen right in town to a couple stores. That person's already been caught and charged. And I just, the dedication that the men and women of this police department have here, I just want to warn everyone, it's not Sleepy Town, East Fishkill, and it's not going to be tolerated here, any sort of crime, and that we have a bunch of dedicated officers that don't sleep until they get their suspect. So I'm very proud of the men and women, especially the officer standing right behind me. So with that, we have our firearms training coming up next month, and our behavioral health specialist, just to give an update there, which I want to do quarterly. He has about 8 new cases since our previous town board meeting and about 25 follow-ups that he's been working on. So he has been hard at work, to say the least. So
Thank you, Chief.
you're welcome.
Mr. Supervisor?
Yes.
Could I just clarify for the public? I think the process that we're going to be endeavoring with the moratorium
Sure.
is that the moratorium is an action that the town board takes to kind of freeze a particular zone, which they have done previously while we're working through the master plan. The proposal is for the board next month to consider extending that moratorium for 7 months. We're optimistic that within that 7-month period, we'll be able to prepare and have the public forum on amendments to the zoning code, the changes to the table of permitted uses, et cetera. So the moratorium has to be limited into a reasonable time. We believe it is a reasonable time, and that gives us the opportunity to debate whatever proposed changes the town board may wish to make to the code publicly, et cetera. Once those changes are adopted into the town code, then the moratorium is terminated or it will expire by itself at the end of 7 months. I just want to clarify that not to think that a moratorium can go on for years. It cannot, because the state law is that they have to be reasonably timed to fit the purpose needed. And we feel that that time of 7 months, additional time, will give us time to work with the planning consultants, et cetera, to draft proposals for the town board and the community to debate, and the town board ultimately to consider. Okay.
Thank you for the clarification.
Legal clarification on that? Is there any limit set on how long the moratorium can be reasonable?
Well, reasonable is a question of facts, so it depends upon the facts. But normally, moratoriums are used by local government to give them time to be able to amend the zoning ordinance accordingly.
Thank you, Attorney. Councilman Marinaro.
So like the town supervisor mentioned before, last Monday night, we had the Economic Development Committee meeting with the business community. Great attendance, a lot of information given to the business community regarding some of the changes and traffic studies that we've been conducting for the future of Main Street in our local community. That's something that it's in the progress of happening. Hopefully in the next couple of years, we need the cooperation of the state agency in order to move forward. So we just needed to communicate that information to the public and to our local business community. It was very, very informative. And we also had a lot of representative from the community regarding our data centers, which there was a good discussion going on. I also want to say that our local volunteer fire department always needs volunteers. EMS, they answer a lot of calls. They do an extremely important job for our community. If anybody, there is no age limit. If anybody has any time to volunteer and donate sometimes to this great effort, not only helps the community save a lot of tax dollars, but also you become part of a family. I've been personally involved with that. People that donate to the neighbors, and it's really a great effort. And I ask anybody who's willing and has the time to please donate your time. Also, we have our Memorial Day coming upon us. Let's remember the fallen heroes that have given their lives for our freedom in this great country. Thank you to all.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Franco, how are you?
I'm great, how you doing?
Good.
Reminder to everyone to accommodate the working residents with registrations for lake passes. Red Wing Lake will be opening this weekend on Saturday. The rec office has extended their hours on Wednesdays in May and June 3rd. Wednesdays only, and they'll be from 8 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Other than that, you can go from 8 to 4 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Some program reminders: registration is open for Red Wing Lake passes. You can only get that in the rec office. Red Wing swim lessons and swim team, summer camp trips, basketball camp, fishing camp, and youth golf lessons. Adult programs with open registration: we have women's basketball 18 and up, games played at the Hopewell Rec Wednesday evenings, co-ed sand volleyball, and men's basketball games to be played at Hopewell Rec and Limekiln. Some upcoming rec trips if people are interested. On August 1st, New York Mets, Section 128, $100 a ticket. For residents, non-residents, $115. August 6th, we got Saratoga Raceway, which is always a great trip. Tickets are $60 for residents or $75 for non-residents. August 12th, the Yankees, Section 132, third baseline. For residents, $100, non-residents, $115. To register, they can call the rec office or go online at the website and register. So again, like I said, Red Wing opens, this weekend in East Fishkill is one of our busiest throughout the year. We have the Memorial Day tournament, soccer tournament, the 52 complex. We have Red Wing opening, and we also have the Sons of Italy Fair. So I want to give a super special shout out to everybody who helped out to get this weekend prepared. In particular, Ryan Knapp, our new outside rec guy. He's been doing a tremendous job. Ryan Rennick, Sean Rue, Dylan McNada, Paul Marianka, Charles Stanley, and Mark Daly. All their hard work to have this weekend coming up to make it possible. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. Don't forget what you. Also a big shout out to our Deputy Highway Supervisor, Tommy Knapp, and Highway Superintendent, Kenny Williams. And one more for Christine Selbach, who wanted me to make sure that I shouted out all of these guys. She's the one who really deserves a lot of the credit. She's more concerned about them than herself. She does a great job. Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, great team. Great team.
And hopefully we'll see everybody out there this weekend. Have a safe Memorial Day.
Thank you. Councilperson Flores.
All right. Our highway superintendent couldn't be here tonight, but he asked me to share an update on the department's activities. So the tree crew has been working out on the tree removal list at numerous locations throughout the town. The blacktop patch crew has been addressing numerous potholes at various locations, and the paving crew has been working on major roads, including Stormville Mountain Road, Old Sylvan Lake Road, and Phillips Road. Our drainage repair crew have replaced several catch basins, and the highway department, you may have seen, has been busy working on setting up the Hometown Hero banners. And often overlooked, our mechanics have been working hard to keep the fleet in service. Very important work, and often overlooked, as I said. Let's see, from our assessor's office, she asked me to remind everyone that the grievance day for assessments is Tuesday, May 26th, from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And then finally, I just wanted to say we have our first meeting on June 11th of our Master Plan Implementation Committee. We appointed the committee last month, and their role is to help advise and make recommendations to this board as we look to implement the master plan. They will help us prioritize and give input. And some of the things we'll be focusing on at that first meeting is identifying top 3 priorities to work on. We'll be looking at wayfinding, branding, and Welcome to East Fishkill signs that we're looking to put in various locations across the town to help develop our sense of place and identity as a town. And then we will also be discussing traffic, which is, I know, a #1 concern. So looking forward to beginning the work with the implementation committee. So Happy Memorial Day. Please be safe, everyone, and remember our fallen heroes.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, any comments?
Just one. I can tell that the peddlers are out going door to door because when everybody signs up for the do not knock list, it comes to my personal email at the town hall, and I got about 40 of them yesterday. So I'm willing to bet they're out. Just to let everybody know, there are only 4 active peddlers in the town. 3 of them do solar and 1 does personal finance. If anybody comes to your door, get their name, the company they work for, ask for their peddler's permit. If they don't have one, you call the police department that day. You don't call me the next day because I can't come out and do anything. The police will go and speak to them. They will either come and get a permit. If you are on the list, they get the current list the day they get their peddler's permit. So, and I explained to the kid, I did have a kid's name, and I spoke to him today, and he didn't like the conversation I had with him, so he's calling higher up, and I'll bet you he has a peddler's permit because I gave him the information that the attorney said that could happen to him. So, and he didn't like that. That's it. Happy Memorial Day, everyone.
Thank you, Clerk. And yes, our Memorial Day ceremony is Monday, 9:30. We march from the community center down to the War Memorial at the corner of 82 and Beekman Road. Please come out. It's a wonderful service. We have the Hudson Valley Council Band every year who provides us the entire band there for entertainment, and it's we have some guest speakers, which is always very nice, and always come to show our gratitude for all those who have given their life, the ultimate sacrifice for our country. And please be safe. Please enjoy the weekend. Hopefully it's good weather. And lastly, I'd like to just thank all of you because it is important to make sure the public process is done correctly and you voice your opinions, and we're here to hear them. Okay, I'm a firm believer in the law, and I'm a firm believer in the processes that the law provides. And it is important to make sure that you and your voices are heard and addressed. So unless you come and tell us, we don't know. So I do appreciate each and every one of you coming here, really. Thank you very much. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
They pulled in just behind the bridge. He lays her down. He frowns. Gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed the band there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She wants a young American. She wants the young American all night. But she wants the young American. Standing right through the picture window, she finds a slinky vagabond. He calls as he passes a Ford Mustang. But heaven forbid she take anything. But the freak and his title for nothing. This is a step and cuts his hand. Showing nothing, it swoops like a song. She cries, where have all Papa's heroes gone? All night. She wants a young American. Young American. Young American. She wants the young American. All night. Well, she wants the young American. All the way from Washington. Her breadwinner begs off the bathroom floor. We live for just these 20 years. Do we have to die for the 50 more? And all night, he wants the young American. Young American. cymbals set so loud. Leather, leather everywhere. Not a